YouTube, what's going on? Mike here, back with another one. I'm on my favorite bike today. So how's everybody doing? On a nice night ride. Man, I haven't been on the CBR in a minute. But yeah, it feels good. It feels really good. So yeah, just you know, taking the ride. What I really wanted to talk about, man, I know I've made so many videos on this bike about how it's underrated and how you know, people really take it for granted on the type of bike it is, and it really is. And I've always, you know, I've gave my opinion on this bike, who I think this bike is for, and who I think should have this bike. And like I've always said, this bike is probably one of the best out of the lower CC bikes, you know. So reason being, not just the numbers, just the feel, the weight of the bike, the speed of the bike. And but like I said, it depends. If you're 200 plus, I don't think you should get this bike as a beginner bike. This bike is more for, like, I want to say smaller people. Because I guess the main concern when I see other people review this bike, or because I definitely search on this bike a lot, you know, I look it up, see who's making videos about it and stuff like that. And it's like, you know, I hear people say it takes a while to get to 100, and when I hear people say it, I'm like, man, they got to be a bigger person, you know. No offense to the bigger people, I'm just saying, you know. I say that because I get up on this bike, man. I get to 100 fairly quick, you know. I mean, you know, and I have something to compare it to now with my VFR, because I get to my VFR gets to 100 quicker, you know. So, and I got the 39 tooth sprocket on here, so, you know, it's 2 teeth less than stock. So you guys see where I got the mirrors placed at. I think I'm gonna get the light. Nope. So you see where this one is. I like how they're placed. So my wife is on the back. I can see better. At first I had them straight out, but I didn't like how that looked, so I just, you know, changed it. So yeah, I love how this bike sounds, man. But yeah, this bike, definitely easy to ride. And then the slipper clutch, man. I always fail to mention the slipper clutch, but the slipper clutch is one of the easiest things to pull. Like, my VFR is a hydraulic clutch, so I've experienced, you know, the cable, the normal, like the 250, the harder ones to pull, the slipper clutch, which is easy to pull, and the hydraulic clutch, which they say is more accurate. But this bike gets up, man. That's why I still have it, because it's you know, it's a very, very fun bike, aside from it being good looking too. But it's a fun bike. I like that it's heavier. I didn't really want a light bike, a light feeling bike, but you know, anyway, all of this is coming from because I just watched a plethora of new 2022 CBRs, and did a little comparison, kind of, you know. But like I said, there's a lot more to it than what I explained in my last video, you know, like the Showa forks and the double dual disc brakes. That's all I kind of said, but that's all I kind of really know. I mean, those are the two things that stand out. Yeah, they got different colors, but you know, you can always change colors of a bike, you know. And that's another thing too. I'm like, when I watch other people's videos, I'm like, you can barely even hear the bike. I'm like, sheesh. Yeah, that, I mean, some people like the quiet exhaust note, but me, nah. I love the full exhaust, man. Shout out to all you guys who got the full exhaust too. I know you're loving it. Everybody says it shoots flames too. I've never noticed it. It's probably happened. I've probably done it, but I haven't seen it, you know. Because if I did, I would have told you guys. Trust me. But I know I hear the pops. These people not know how to drive. But anyway, man, yeah, this is definitely my favorite bike. And after riding my VFR a lot, man, this thing feels so light. so light, man. Still fast too, man. Definitely fast. I don't even open it wide open throttle like that, you know, except when I'm on the highway, of course. You guys know that. But yeah, definitely I don't know, I don't ever see me getting rid of this bike. I just, at this point, I've done too much to it and have like a sentimental value. Like, man, look at the seat is custom, you know. But yeah, I definitely do recommend the 39.2 sprocket. I'm gonna stick to saying that because my first gear is so much more usable. Like, you know, I can well enough get to well in the 30s before I have to shift. And for some people, they feel like the first gear is definitely unusable on this bike. But yeah, fall's here, winter time's coming for people. Like I said, I'm watching a lot of people, and it seems like the season's almost over. That kind of sucks. Because a lot of people who I enjoy watching are probably, I don't know, maybe they got content stored up, or I'll try to do that sometimes, you know. And let me know what you think of the new intro, you know. How do you guys like it? I'm gonna be honest with you, I did it this time, and I showed my daughter, because she was just busy and she was taking her time with it. And I'm like, man, come on, you know, you holding me up. I already paid you for the job. You know, kids, what can you do? But I paid her for like 3 intros, so she did 2 so far, so she owes me 1. And but I tried it and I sent it to her, and I'm like, what you think of it? She's like, she's like, your subscriber's gonna know that it's not as good as the other one. I'm like, well, whatever, we'll see, you know. I said I'm gonna ask them and see what they think about it. So shout out to Tech Junkie for the music, you know. So I might hit him up again, might change up the music next time. I think he gets an idea of the kind of music I like. You know, I'm more of an old school hip-hop type of dude. Yeah, I kind of ride, I usually ride this bike a little harder than my VFR. I just, you know, I've always have. Even when I was breaking it in, I probably shouldn't have broke it in how I did, but it doesn't burn oil like that, so it's cool. Actually, it's about due for an oil change. I already got all my oil. Oh, it sounds so good, man. I always ride this bike hard too, because every time I see people riding this bike on a motovlog or something, they never ride it to its potential. You know, they ride it real tame, and it's like, this bike can be ridden aggressively. It doesn't have to be a tame bike because people say it's a tame bike, you know. Let's go down here. You know, that's when I first pretty much was looking into this bike and watching everybody do their reviews on it, they're saying it's, you know, it's power, it's there, but it's like, I always hit the rev limiter on third gear, man. I don't know why, man. That third gear just, but yeah, I mean, nobody never really rises to its fullest potential, and it's like, it makes it seem like it's a boring bike, and it's really not a boring bike. And that's why I did everything I did to it, because it's a really nice bike, you know. It really looks well. I'm actually thinking about doing something with the color, but that's going to be later down the line, because it's going to be more work, you know, with the tank and everything, because, you know, I can take all the fairings off, but then it's the tank, you know, so I have to worry about getting that taken care of. But, you know, I might as well make this like a one-of-a-kind type of bike. I don't think it's going to be done. It might be a while, but it's definitely not done. See how it sounds? Beautiful. So yeah, after owning my VFR now for about, you know, when did I get that bike? I don't know, 2 months ago now? Something like that. Let's say over 500 miles on it. I still hold true to what I say about this bike. It's more than what you need for the road, man, for sure. And it's good as a good highway bike, you know. But after being on the VFR on the highway, that's a way better highway bike than this bike. But this bike does great on the highway. I mean, like I said, for like 200 and less, you'll be perfect on this bike. You know, I used to be a bigger guy. I used to weigh closer to like 180, 200, but now I'm like 170, 175 in between there. And it's like, this bike gets up to me, you know. So yeah, I definitely would recommend, if you're over 200 pounds, get a 650, man. Honestly, you know, that's my honest opinion. You're over 200 pounds, whether if you're a beginner or not, get a SV 650, some form of parallel twin that's manageable with the torque down low, you know. Like, this bike is a great bike for someone like me, because like I said, I'm not that big of a guy, so the speed feels faster than what it really is, if you want to say it like that. So yeah, guys, man, it feels so good at night, and I'm so glad it's not raining. Yeah, to this day I still enjoy riding this bike, man. So I can't wait till I take it to some more technical roads, which will be coming up pretty soon. Like I said, I'm taking this to Orlando too. I'm not taking my VFR, even though I feel like I want to, because it's better for the highway. You know, it's a good highway ride. But this bike is fine too. I've done a lot of miles on this bike and took it far, you know. But yeah, guys, and that's me being real modest. I can really bang out the gears a lot faster on this bike. That's one thing it did teach me. Trying to keep up with people, you gotta shift gears fast, man. And yeah, that's why I say it doesn't. I just got it up to 75, like right there, you know. Not a long of a stretch. Like, it's got speed, man. But anyway, guys, just came out for a little quick night ride, having some fun. on my CBR. And you know, it is what it is. Hope you guys having a great week so far. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Shout out to everybody again as well. And you know, you guys have a good night. Peace.